السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. حياكم الله في آلان ويك مرة ثانية. آخر مرة كملنا أو رجعنا إلى آلان ويك أخيرا، لكن بدينا بداية غريبة، وهي طبعا هي شيء يحبوه الأجانب، إنه يكون في أداء موسيقي في المسلسلات وفي الأفلام، حتى الهنود. طبعا الهنود أكثر ناس يستعملوا هذا الشيء، لكن ما طول الموضوع. بعد ما خرجنا من المقطع الموسيقي رجعنا إلى نيويورك مرة ثانية. هذه المرة اتصل علينا توماس زين وقال لنا نجيه في فندق اوشن فيو موتيل. الاوشن فيو ذكرت انا انه مش فندق عادي، بل حتى هذا الفندق فيه قوة خاصة كبوابة بين العوالم واشياء مثل هذه. فذهبنا هناك، قابلنا توماس زين في غرفة 665، واللي شفنا من قبل انها جار الشيطان. وطبعا الشيطان ساكن في الغرفة 666، اللي هو ما غير مستر سكراتش. مستر سكراتش سوى جريمة في الفندق. طبعا كان هو جزء من أيضا مسرحية في الفندق، المفروض تنتهي بموت البطلة، ولكن تمثيل مش حقيقة. لكن مستر سكراتش فعلا ذبح البطلة، واكتشفنا أن البطلة في النهاية كانت سينثيا ويفر اللي قاتلناها مع ساقا، وعرفنا في ذاك الوقت أنها غرقت بسبب الظلام. لكن ما أدري هل فعلا صار الموضوع كجزء من مسرحية أم أن هذا فقط مجرد تدخل في القصص. الآن يسعى آلان ويك إلى العودة إلى الفندق مرة أخرى. طبعا غيرت ملابس الحبيب من باب التغيير بس. في مطلوب نطلع من هنا. شوف التفاصيل زادت.
presence is out there. It's hunting me. Its spies are always watching. It's trying to catch me. I think it did more than once. It's stealing from me. Stealing my identity. It wants to be me. Replace me. Twisted version of me. Scratch. Mr. Scratch. It's slithering into the story. Once it's in the story, I have to use it to keep the story true. It got in. I have to make the story darker now. But that gives it power. That's bad. I don't want that. But I have no choice. It's an arms race. Alright, now keep it together. Damn it. I'll be the first one to cross the finish line. I have to beat the devil at his own game.
يقول لك يبي يستخدم الكيان المظلم. طبعا قلنا من البداية ان عشان القصة تنجح لابد ان تكون واقعية. ما ينفع يكتب قصة مجرد قصة لها نهاية حلوة، ما ينفع، لازم تكون منطقية. الفريم ريت يتعب. قبل ما أطلع من الفندق في شيء هنا، بشوف كم من شغلة. طبعا الغواص هو نفسه توماس زين، مشهور بالاسم هذا الدايفر. الشيء هذا كنت ناسيه. طيب لو غيرنا المشهد ما نقدر صح؟ غريبة وصلنا للمخرج على طول.
Parliament Tower was here again. Zane said the manuscript of return was the key to escaping. I had to get it before Scratch did.
وين السواد؟
Chosen to pursue the cult, or had they chosen me for some unknowable purpose? To be a demon, to sort the clues based on my interpretation, to change that which I observed. It was all a play. Shadows on the wall of the cave, an echo of the true events that happened somewhere else. Was I there to watch the shadows, or was I a shadow too? In a performance set up for someone else.
ما أدري إذا في أوراق جديدة بعد. ما في شيء.
Go to hell!
العودة رقم 6.
I needed to get inside the manuscript.
باري ويلر قلنا هو وكيل أعمال، كان وكيل أعمال آلان بعد. طبعا اعذروني على كثر الشم هذا لاني مزكم شوي.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. And he still checks in, even after he moved out west.
Alice had turned the bathroom into a dark room.
مشكلة ما أعرف أبدأ من هنا ولا أبدأ من هناك. إيش مكتوب؟ ما أقدر أسوي شيء.
Alice's work had consumed the apartment. Her whole life.
هذا مخطط إيش بالضبط؟ مخطط غرفة بس شو المقصود بهذا الشيء؟
One morning, I saw a deer soar past my bedroom window. It was a balloon of some cartoon animal. And I looked out at the street below, and I saw a little girl crying. Like losing that balloon had just ended her whole world. It was the perfect image of the horror of caring. And that's when I got myself out of bed. And I picked up my camera.
أنا ما أدري هل المقاطع هنا أطول ولا لا.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment.
ودي لو في سكبات عشان ما أشوف المقطع شوي شوي.
For months after Ellen died, I didn't leave the apartment. I was flattened by the confusion, the shock, the guilt, fear. I could barely get out of bed. Barry Wheeler started visiting. He even cooked me meals. I couldn't stand the guy when I first met him, but he's a better friend than I gave him credit for. He still checks in, even after he moved out west.
غريبة نفس الطول.
There was something in the dark. Something I needed to see, to show. The more shadows I photographed and filmed, the more I felt like I was on the verge of a breakthrough. I submerged myself in it. I only went out at night. My search became obsessive, but I still had no idea what I was looking for.
بس
There's a world hidden behind ours. A dark tide ebbing and flowing against reality. Faces in the shadows. Fear of the dark is really just fear of what could be, that vast, paralyzing ocean. But photography can freeze reality in a snapshot, put a cage around the infinite and capture it. I need to prove those faces.
لا سناب شات ولا سناب شات. أبي أرجع الغرفة الحمراء شوي أشوف نقدر نسوي شيء ولا لا. ما أدري إيش اللي قاعد يصير هو هنا، قاعد يتبادلوا أماكن ولا إيش.
full manuscript of a novel. Return. A horror story about the dark presence escaping from the dark place, taking over Bright Falls. I couldn't remember writing it. I had not written it. I would never write this. I knew who had. Scratch. A monster with my face. If this story came true, Scratch would get out, people would die. Destroying the manuscript, it wouldn't stop it from happening. I would have to fix it, edit it. I could not change the genre of the story. I'd have to work within the constraints set by Scratch. I needed someone in the story to fight the darkness.
إذا تعديلات
I kept seeing her in my visions. She was already in Bright Falls, already involved, but she was not in Return. Not yet. I'd write her in, try to stop Scratch within the limits of the horror story. It was almost impossible. It was taking too long. I had not reached the end.
خلص بسرعة يا أخي. وواحد من الاثنين، يا أن سكراتش اللي كتب النص، أو ثلاثة خلنا نقول، أو أنه تلبس ألان وخلاه يكتب النص. لأن في الجزء الأول هذه باربرا كانت مش متلبسة، بس كانت مسيطرة على ألان خليه يكتب. طبعا باربرا كانت هي الدارك بريزنس في الجزء الأول، كان المظلم. أو أن سكراتش نفسه كتبها فعلا. لكن الشخبطة احنا أنا كنت أفكر أن سكراتش هو اللي قاعد يشخبط، بس طلع أن آلان هو اللي قاعد يشخبط. فكل الإضافات يمكن من آلان كتعديلات. الحين يبي له واحد يقرأ التعديلات عشان يشوف كيف تغير أو كيف ممكن تغير القصة. نواصل.
Scratch stopped me before I could finish my edits to the manuscript.
أنا ما أدري حصلنا إحنا.
My edits was already fading. Terrible things would happen if the manuscript came true. Scratch was there at Parliament Tower, undoing my work. He could use the story to escape. He could go after Alice.
اللي بقول أن هل وجدنا ورقة ما عليها تعديلات مع ساقة، ولا كلهم عليهم تعديلات؟
Draft of the story, one that would get me ahead of Scratch.
تقريبا ما في شيء هنا. نكبر الشنطة.
Zane had said we worked on
لاحظ
Return
أن
together.
الكرسي انكسر.
That was a lie. Scratch wrote Return. I would pay Zane another visit. He had guided me to 2 murder sites. I needed a new one to get back to Parliament Tower. A new draft of initiation.
أقنعة.
It could not be opened on this side.
مرحبا سيد باب.
I don't have time for this, so let's get it over with. Tell me, was this all fake? A show?
No one said otherwise, Mr. Wake. It was to indulge you, but we can stop pretending now.
Masks come off.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I don't even think you know who's under your mask, but you know how to make things difficult for yourself. All these rules, endless, convoluted loops you insist on going through. You are so lucky, you know. There are so many people helping you. Armies of people. Myself. Your wife.
Alice. I need to get to her. She's in danger.
She is. Because of you. And so is someone important to me, someone you pulled into this.
أيوة،
You keep opening doors.
كأني قلت هذا من قبل أنها ممكن تكون
Reaching through to
ساقة
get what
بنته.
you want, and that puts you in my path.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have to go now.
Maybe you will make it through this time. This has gone on long enough. This and our night springs. It was a nice distraction.
It's time someone gave me a straight answer here.
The next time we meet, the circumstances will be very different. And you would do well to return the favor by playing your part. Or stay out of my way, Mr. Wake.
Whatever you say. Door, Zane, the masks were finally coming off. Was it a sign I was closer to escaping? I had no time to waste.
Wake. Wake.
The door was locked.
Wake. I've written through. Alan Wake. The secret words. Wake. I just want to say. Alan Wake, you're lost.
Hurry, Tom. Here is the light at the end of the tunnel. If you come in last, you won't be happy. Jumalauta, that held you close, Tom. Mutta on what set the granny in the snow. When the panic is biggest, the help is also near.
Dor didn't seem happy to see me this time.
Fearing the master is the root of wisdom. But don't let the game get you down. He's playing his role. Maybe put him in your films, Tom, like you have put me. Sehän olisikin.
What films?
I'm a fan of your masterworks. There is Tom the Poet, my favorite, and Yöten Yö is the most famous one, of course. And is it true what I hear, that it's coming back to cinemas soon? Is there a bottom to this rumor?
أظن هذا اسم الفيلم اللي كان فيه أليكس كيسي اللي شفناها في البيسمنت مع ساقا.
I need to get back to my apartment. Can you help me?
Well, plan is half done. You asked me to make sure you won't forget mikä se valokuva oli? The light pictures. The photos your artist wife took. They are waiting in the shoebox in the basement. What you leave behind, you find in front of you.
Okay. Thanks, Adi.
أسرع. إن شاء الله ما فاتني شيء بس.
Light is a poisonous, poisonous dart, forever seeking out the darkest part. Forever, forever, forever your heart.
اوكي. ما ادري ايش كتب لي النهاية وانا نفس المكان.
These were Alice's photos. I recognized the style. One showed the clicker sinking into darkness. The other showed a light in the shape of a bullet. They were important, even if I didn't know what to do with them yet.
طبعا واضح ان احنا بنوديه الغرفة ونحمضهم او شيء.
Wake. Stop using the words. Wake. Wake. Wake.
I'm drowning. I'm drowning. No way out. There's no way out. It's deeper, deeper, deeper. This is hell. I'm in hell. I died. I wish I was dead. Let me die. I just want to sleep. Please. Let me sleep. I'm so tired. I just want to go home. I've written so much. I write. There's nothing left. It's all gone. I don't know how to write. All the words are gone. There's no more words. Where do they go? The words? I recognize these words. Who are the words moving? Oh, this is familiar. Oh, why is this familiar? I've been here before. Have I said this before? I've read this somewhere. Where am I? Who am I? Alan Wake. Wake? That's a strange name, eh? Wake? That sounds like a character's name. I write that name up. I make that name up. I don't want to be a character. I don't want to be in the story. Just write me out of the story. Ram these words down your throat. Make you choke on these words. Oh, I know the words. Secret words. You can't take the words. I eat the words. These are my words. Stop using the words. The words. Cult of the word. This isn't your story. It never was your story. The story is a monster. The story will eat you alive. The darkness is coming. The darkness inside. This is my story. You're in my story. Get out of my story. You are a character in my story. You can't stop the story. This story will go on forever. There's no escape. You will never escape. You will drown here. You're stuck in a room. You don't have a clue. You're lost. You lost the plot. I'll show you.
تعقد مسكين. ثلاثة عشر سنة بعد أكيد بيتعقد.
To get to Parliament Tower, I needed to find a murder site. Zane would know where to find one.
نرجع الفندق.
Wake, wake. Alan Wake. Alan Wake. Just want to sleep. I'm lost. Wake. Wake.
Zane's room, 665, was upstairs. The elevator would take me there. Something told me Zane wouldn't be happy to see me this time.
ايش فيه؟
I'm in control now. The second you try anything, I will shoot you in the head. Scratch wrote return, not me. You're a fucking liar.
You'd given up. You stopped writing. You said it was too dangerous, that we didn't deserve to get out. And then he showed up. Scratch. He promised to write. To get me the hell out of here.
حتى هذا تعقد.
He was magnificent. A visionary.
أقنع سكراتش إنه بيطلع من هنا.
It was art. But then, when he finished, he took a return and left me behind.
It's still here, and so is he.
I know I fucked up. But you can still catch him before he gets out, before he gets to your wife. And when you get to him, don't hesitate. Kill the bastard for what he did to us. There's a murder site in my cinema where my film Nightless Night is playing.
ايش فيه؟
I told you not to try anything.
باي 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 يعني ولا؟ يكون هو سكراتش بس.
Mercy. Thousands have gone missing beyond the labyrinth of me. When you're lost in your own company. And cut. Oh. Now that is drama.
اللعبة تبي تضيعك، تبي تقول لك ما تعرف وش الواقع وش
million questions about Zane,
وش الخيال.
but I had more pressing concerns.